Hello to everyone and welcome. This video is a continuation of my series on Life Path, Life Lesson, Destiny Numbers. Today I will be discussing the lessons that Life Path number 9 is here to learn. And we will talk about the characteristics and also some of the challenges of that life path. 9 is the end of the basic numbers. There are only 9 numbers in numerology. There are no numbers after the number 9. There are only higher octaves of the first 9 numbers in a combination of, i.e., after 9, we know that's 10. That means we are beginning again to the first of the 9 digits, but we're adding the cipher of a 0, which is a major placement and has its own esoteric meaning. We're not here to discuss that today, but with knowing 9 is all there is, then those who have chosen to come back with a life lesson number 9 have great knowledge, and with that, great responsibility and obligations. 9 is an intense vibration, and I want you to keep in mind these two key words: integrity and conclusions. So let's look at that a little bit before we get into the discussion of what are the lessons that the life path number 9 needs to learn. The word conclusion holds with it the possibility. Now, nothing is in stone, but much like astrology, when astrologers may tell their clients or read or believe that if you are here as a Piscean, you may be here with that 12th sign of the zodiac for an opportunity to get off the wheel of life and not have to return. That is an idea, a belief, a theory. That is also true for the life path number 9, that individual. The conclusion, if you get this right, then you may be here for the last time. Also, I want you to know that we can come back and do a number, whether that's life path number 1 to 9 or the 3 master numbers 11, 22, and 33 many, many times. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at if you have this life path number. With the experience that I have learned, I have some personal family members that are life path numbers, many clients, and of course the literature and the knowledge that I have read and have been taught. A lot of numerologists will tell you that if you are here as a 9 path and you become selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, self-serving, possessive, you will experience many disappointments. The universe is telling you, wake up, don't go there. And we are going to show you the results when you do. It is a wake-up call. It is uncomfortable. And if you wake up and realize by looking at your history, then many times you will change attitude, behavior, seek more spiritual knowledge, and you will find that you will gain lasting success, and you will, it'll be natural. It'll be a vibration that you finally catch up to, resonate with, and your life then becomes very, very productive and meaningful. So that is advisory for those on the life path number who now of course we do have free will and you may continue. There are probably many life path numbers 9 that do fall into this category where they meet challenges, hit walls, but with that free will may decide, this I can blame, I didn't have the right upbringing, didn't have the right education, and that is all part of the process of why we incarnate here and why we learn and what we choose. So, confidence, abundance, and powers are all yours to have. My life path number is 9, and the information that I share with you, of course, in a few minutes here, I will put it up on the screen, is going to cover qualities, of course, characteristics, and those challenges, what you need to learn for life path number 9, yet I also want everyone who is following this series and has done their birthday, know that there's combinations of how a number 9 is concluded, brought about, reduced when we add up numbers. So if your number 9 is an 18-9, a 27-9, a 36-9, or even a 45-9, there is that interactions of those other numbers that really do color and add to or take away from that intense vibration of the number 9. And for those of you who are interested in seeing some of that coloring, tempering, just go ahead in the comment section and say, I am, let's say, an 18-9. Can you give me additional information? I will gladly do that for you. All right, friends, let's get started here. Let me clear the deck and let me show you let me get my paperwork out for Destiny, Life Path, and Life Lesson 9. Here we are. Now there are other keywords, and if you've been following, you know that the one following this arrow is very helpful of the energy, the action that you need to take to understand the 9, because 9 is a universal influence and you are a seeker of truth, and if you do that, live by that, then you are really following the energy, the calling, the reason for your life path number 9. I also put down, you are here to make the world a better place in which to live. And this is where it starts, and this is what I've learned strongly. By starting in your own world and by being what you would like others to be, because 9s don't always teach by what they say, but the integrity, their achievements, their successes, their manner of lifestyle, all are a reflection. So its actions are louder than words for the universal 9 life path individual. So what are you here to learn? To place others before yourself and serve all. Now, this is a very intense bill of goods. I realize that. And there are going to be variants, but I give you the meat and people go from there. All right. Place less value and interest in material things of the world, because many 9s come to the realization that what they cling to or become dependent upon ends up limiting them in some way in their life. 9s must learn to inspire others and spread their knowledge to all. They have an innate ability to organize and bring people together. They're very charismatic in their personality, in their mannerism. It is just a natural ability, and they are leaders. They are great leaders. And the idea is to bring people together, to unite people together, or you may be one that just teaches individually. Again, by your example, by your convictions, and by your actions. They have an innate ability to organize and bring people together. I think I've just said that. All things mystical appeal to number nines. Many are psychic, intuitive, and believe strongly in things outside this world. Absolutely. If we look at the tarot, the number 9 card in the major arcana is the Hermit. Now, love is very important to life path number 9. And they have a realization of a universal type of love. Now, here is where I want to add some challenges that come about. Many times, 9s are capable of loving more than one individual or being attentive, demonstrative, and I am not talking sexually, but this unity and caring for all seems to be undivided, and a lot of times in marriages that can be a problem unless you explain that to your spouse, that you hold a universal love, but it has nothing to do sexually. Those who may be a little insecure, I have seen where clients have come back and expressed this, how to work with this with their mates. Now, experiencing group love, unity of mind and heart. There's like this connection, this understanding, this purpose of what you're here to do, and you unite with those people. All right, so when you live true to the lessons of life path number 9, which teaches the divine qualities of selflessness, you find yourself, now this is how the universe rewards you. You find yourself surrounded by others of like minds that are helpful and supportive to what you are teaching, giving, or sharing. You are on this path in order to learn how to be loving, understanding, sympathetic, thoughtful, sensitive, and generous, and to give freely without limitations or expectations. There's a little phrase that I learned from Wayne Dyer. He's a spiritual psychologist. He is on the other side right now, but he always reminded us, don't be attached to the outcome. So if you are expressing your knowledge, if you are giving advice, and that individual doesn't take it, you're, first of all, don't be offended. Don't be attached to the outcome. Don't feel you have to go back and reiterate to that individual or that group, no, this is what you're supposed to do. Any of that, you let it go. You teach it to the best of your ability, but you don't stay attached to how that knowledge that you brought forth is used. Okay, negative aspects, we all have them, number 9 included, even though you're very wise. You are the metaphysician of the number 9. Sometimes there is insincerity, inconsiderate, can be overly emotional. 9s sometimes are indiscreet, overly impulsive. Sometimes they're needy and they're fault-finding. Because of that inner knowing, they see something, a quality, a characteristic, and they immediately want to bring it to that person's attention, and they might not be ready to let that go. They might not be ready to heal that. So again, that fault-finding works against you. They may be selfish, like to dictate and give orders, and may lack patience. narrow-minded, fearful of what they cannot control or understand, may blame others and not take responsibility for what goes wrong. And now this first sentence really goes in with their feeling of empowerment and knowing so much innately and naturally that when they do come across a spiritual teaching of or knowledge that they don't know or well versed in, it scares them, and they may have to put effort towards learning it and understanding it. So there's a reaction to that as well. They may not hold up to the standards and spirituality that they teach, trusting the mind rather than their innate knowledge, instincts, intuition, and or higher heart. Now I call the higher heart the second brain. You can also call it the soul. The more that nines meditate, contemplate, focus in on the inner life, the hermit, and less on material pleasures, not that you can't have them, the more the knowledge seems to you absorb and you're able to exemplify. Realize, friends, that what I said earlier, how your number is combined, and those numbers again could be 18-9 or it can be a 36-9, will influence everything that I said. Now there's going to be a lot of it, but especially I find that the negative aspects are tempered when we put in some of those other numbers. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope everyone is doing well. Please comment and let me know if I can help in any way. Thanks everyone for joining me. Bye for now.